Hello everybody, today we are here for our first tutorial for Opera, and what we're gonna do, we will create a profile and we will make a reservation for our guest, and the guest that we will use is Mr. Daniel Craig, which you can find his profile in page number 5 of your exercise book number 1. To create a new profile, I can go to the reservations menu and click directly in profile. Or if you're using the keyboard, I would type out R plus P. As you can see, the P is highlighted, and I will access the profile search, or I can do a new profile here. Don't forget that whatever is when you see this yellow box, it's only for searching purposes. As we create a new one, we go directly in new, or you can use Alt plus N and OK for a new individual profile. As you are aware, in class we use always our ID before the last name. So I will put mine that is 035 and I will start typing his last name and his first name. And to change the field, I'm using the key tab. I go directly to the title, as English is the language. Title, I can click on the drop down menu here, or I can just use F9 to see the options that we have, and then you choose the correct one from the menu. His address on the exercises already tells us that it's a home address, so we're gonna insert directly here in home address, and his address is Secret Service Lane number 007. The city we have there is Hollywood, we know, but you can type directly Hollywood, or we can choose the country first, which is United States of America. I'm going to choose from the drop down menu here, and I will search for. So every time you're searching for a country, you can search after the percentage symbol. You can just type what the country you're looking or you're searching for, click and find, and it's right here, United States. And once I use the postal code, which is 91601, and I put tab, Opera recognizes that it's in North Hollywood. North Hollywood is the city. I'm not gonna change because it's already configured in Opera. But sometimes you will insert a postal code and nothing would come up, and you can just type here, in this case, Hollywood. Okay. Let's advance to the VIP status, which for him, he's a celebrity, so I will choose from the drop-down menu. Nationality, he is British, so we cannot find British as nationality, so we need to find Great Britain. So we click here in the drop-down menu or use F9 and we search for Great Britain. I did something wrong here. Okay, yes. I'm gonna try again. Great, and we'll go to find, and there we go. Find Great Britain, and GB is the code. Okay. Communication. Sometimes you can have 1, 2, 3, even more. You can add more after you finish the 3 of them. But for him, we have only a business phone. So we select here business phone, and we type directly his business phone here. Okay. Now we have basically everything we need for his profile. We don't have the date of birth and the passport, of course. In a real hotel, those will be informations that are required. Okay, you would have to get this information from the guest. It can be during the check-in, and you would have to check his passport also, but we don't need to do that as you're training. So here it's whatever is required. Let's say Mr. Craig has a preference. If Mr. Craig has a preference, I can go to options and create a preference by clicking in preference and adding a new one. Once again, the yellow is only for searching purposes. So if you want a new one, you just click in new. Mr. Craig likes north. He always wants to stay in a north view in the hotel. And he also likes bathtub. So I will add both preferences and put OK. Okay, bathtub north. Perfect. And it's done. You can close again. And now the preference is saved in his profile, and you can just save by clicking or using Alt S, and you can put it OK. Close. Okay, now we have the profile for Mr. Craig. Now you have the profile. Let's create a reservation for him. So how we do it? We go to the reservations menu and we click in new reservation, or Alt R plus N as a new reservation. Mr. Craig is arriving today and he's staying for only one night. So we're gonna keep it the today's date, which is 13th of February. And he needs a room for 2 adults. So we change here the number of adults and we go directly to his name. So here in name, we can click in the drop-down menu or F9. In this case, we already created the profile, so we can just search for his profile by last name. Don't forget to put your ID because we are using our ID in class. And there we go. Okay, if you want to make sure you're picking the right one, you can click, but I know that the second one is the right one because I just created the preference, left and north. So I will select the correct profile. So his name is already here. I also know that Mr. Craig will pay the rack rate. So for the rack rate, I click in the rate code and select the rack rate. Last, the third item here, okay? Not rate class. It would work also rate category, but let's use the rate code and select the proper one and put it OK. And Mr. Craig would like to have a suite, so I will click in suite and put OK. There we go. He says this is his reservation. We already inserted the name and all his profile is already here. We already inserted the arrival and departure date, number of adults. What we're missing now? We're missing the ETA, which is the estimated arrival time, and for him is 3:00 p.m. The reservation type is guaranteed by credit card, which is the guaranteed CC option, and he made the reservation using the telephone. We can choose in source. Payment, he will be using Visa for his payment. Just a reminder that whatever it's in bold, black bold, those are mandatory fields. So if you don't fill out, if you don't complete these fields, Opera will not let you continue with the reservation when you try to save. So now we have everything we need, all the information we need. We can just simply save, and when we save we will get the confirmation number, which means that the reservation is done. It's already saved, but even if you need to do any changes, you can still do it. Or even if you need to change anything in his profile, you can just go to his profile, and on the menu here on the 3 dots you can access his profile and make the change you may need. Okay, this is the easiest way for us to create a new reservation with a profile that we already have created. We put it OK, we click in OK, we close, Now if I would like to find this reservation, I go to reservations and update reservation, and I can simply look by name and search, and there we can find Mr. Craig's reservation. Okay, I hope it's clear for you. I will see you in class very soon. Thank you so much for your attention. Bye bye.